December already feels like too much, but you still really want something on your needles? Here are the 21 patterns I would start with. I spent way too much time deep diving on Ravelry's trending page, so you don't have to. I pulled 21 patterns that are actually worth your energy this month. Quick wins, cozy accessories, and satisfying sweater projects. Some of those are brand new releases, some are classics having a moment, and there's even a mystery MKAL that I just might knit along with you. So if you're curled up on the couch, doom scrolling patterns, and still not casting on anything, take a breath, grab your knitting, and let's walk through what's really worth your time in December. First up is the Lakes Pullover by Ozetta, designed by Haley Smedley. This one's $8 and it dropped back in November of 2022, but it's having a serious moment right now on Ravelry. It's a worsted weight pullover that needs 1,030 to 1,900 yards, depending on your size. What I love about this pattern is the clean, modern lines. It's got that effortless vibe that looks way more complicated than it actually is. The kind of sweater you throw on and people ask, "Where'd you get that?" Perfect for Pacific Northwest winter layering. Next is Hoodola by Laura Nelkin. And yes, it's technically categorized as a balaclava on Ravelry, but I'm calling it what it is, a hooded cowl. This dropped in October 2024, costs $8, and uses 360 yards of DK weight yarn. It's that perfect cozy accessory that keeps your neck and head warm without the full face coverage. Great for those days when you want warmth but not full winter warrior mode. Quick knit, super wearable. Pattern 3 is Makosh by Ava Jacket, $5.50, released way back in January of 2022, but it's trending hard right now. This is a sport weight beanie that takes 362 to 398 yards. The texture work on this hat is stunning. It's got that intricate look that makes people think you're a knitting genius, but the pattern is actually really approachable. If you want a hat that stands out in a sea of basic beanies, this is it. French Twist by Caro in the City. This one's free, just dropped in November 2025, and it's a fingering weight scarf that only needs 100 to 110 yards. This is your ultimate stash buster or last minute gift knit. Seriously, you could knock this out in an evening while binge watching something. The twist detail makes it look intentional and elegant, not like a panic gift you threw together at 11 p.m. on December 23rd. Not that I've ever done that. Perfect for when you want a finish without burning through what little brain energy you've got left this month. Pattern 5 is Winter Waves by Ruta Sab, $3.63, brand new from November 2025. This is actually a matching set, a cowl and a beanie in sport weight, 600 to 700 yards total. The wave texture is gorgeous and cohesive across both pieces. If you're making gifts and want that "I totally planned this coordinated set" energy, this is your pattern. Or keep both for yourself. I'm not judging. Okay, pattern 6 is Roomy Raglan by Jules Efterfield. And here's the thing, this is free. It just dropped in November 2025 and it only has 92 projects so far. Why? Because the designer is being super transparent. This hasn't been test knitted by anyone except her, but that's exactly why I'm featuring it. The pattern uses bulky weight held with fingering for extra bulk, needs about 1,900 yards, and the oversized fit is chef's kiss. Sometimes you want to catch a pattern before it blows up, and this is one of those times. The project photos are already stunning. This is the kind of sweater you can knit on tired brain days. Big needles, cozy yarn, not a lot of thinking. Quick gift alert, Basket Wave Hat by Erica Feller. Free pattern, November 2025 release. Worsted weight, 125 to 245 yards. Here's the clever part. This hat is reversible. One side has a basket weave texture, the other has waves. So you're basically getting two hats in one. Perfect for indecisive knitters or people who like options. Also perfect for using up that single skein of worsted weight you've been hoarding. Okay, quick breather. 7 patterns down, and we're just getting started. Pattern 8 is another Ozetta design. Air Sweater by Haley Smedley. $8, brand new from November 2025. Bulky weight, 1,180 to 1,800 yards. This sweater lives up to its name. It's light, airy, and has this beautiful drape. The construction is interesting too, which keeps the knitting engaging. If you want a quick, bulky sweater that doesn't look like a basic stockinette rectangle, this is it. Cairn by Rachel Brockman, $8, November 2025 release. This is a DK weight cardigan that needs 1,836 to 3,519 yards, depending on size. It's a substantial knit, but the clean lines and classic construction make it a forever piece. The kind of cardigan you'll still be wearing in 5 years. If you're looking for a project with staying power, this is it. Singidunum by Maria Korak, $5.44, November 2025. This is a DK weight shawl that takes 514 to 547 yards. The lace pattern is intricate and beautiful, perfect for showing off a special skein of yarn. If you've been saving that hand-dyed DK for the right project, this might be it. The name alone makes it feel special. Here's a quick classic. Stockinette Mitts by Svetlana Volkova, $4, released back in November 2023, but still trending. Sport weight 100 to 180 yards. Sometimes you just need simple, functional, fingerless mitts that you could knock out in a few hours. These are that pattern. Great for gifts, great for using up partial skeins, great for knitting while you're supposed to be doing other things. This is peak comfort TV and autopilot knitting in a good way. Can I be honest for a second? When I'm having a rough mental health day, I don't reach for intricate lace or complicated color work. I reach for patterns like the Stockinette Mitts, something my hands can do on autopilot while my brain resets. There's no shame in simple knitting. Sometimes simple is exactly what our brain needs. Sophie Hood by Petite Knit, $5.67, December 2024 release. This is a worsted weight scarf, technically a hood, that takes 437 to 722 yards. Petite knit designs are always beautifully constructed, and this one's no exception. It's cozy, wearable, and has that Scandinavian minimalist aesthetic that works with everything. Just make sure you don't confuse this with the Sophie Scarf that's coming up later, and it's a completely different pattern. Sailor Slippers by Annie Germain, $9.67, October 2025. These are super bulky slippers that take 252 to 388 yards. Kenix Crochet actually has a video where she knitted these for a week straight, and I'm linking that in the description because it's a great watch. These would make amazing gifts. Everyone needs cozy slippers, and hand knit ones feel extra special. Plus, they work up super fast and super bulky. Halfway through, we've covered quick wins and cozy accessories, and now we're going to dive into statement pieces, those sweaters and projects that are really going to turn heads. Cloud Sweater by Petite Knit, $8.10, January 2024. This uses air and weight held with light fingering to create a bulky gauge, 957 to 1,640 yards total. The held together technique gives this sweater amazing texture and depth. It's soft, cozy, and has an effortless, oversized fit. Another Petite Knit winner. Next is Rosiw Sweater by Lynette, designed by Lena Holm Samso, $8.10, August 2025. This one is on my personal to be knitted list. It uses lace weight held with fingering to create a DK gauge, 1,345 to 2,018 yards. The held together construction creates this beautiful lightweight fabric that drapes beautifully. It's feminine without being fussy, and I'm absolutely casting this on in 2026. Step by Step by Florence Miller, and it's free. Released back in August 2022, this is an Aran weight pullover that takes 738 to 1,722 yards. The construction is interesting. It's knit in sections that you seam together, which makes it a great portable project. Plus, free patterns for full sweaters are always worth celebrating. Here's a vintage gem, Ranunculus by Midori Hirose, $6.65, originally released in June of 2017. but having a strong run still. This uses variable yarn weights. You can customize it. 405 to 1029 yards. The yoke is stunning, and if you've been wanting to try a sweater and want something customizable, this may be your perfect choice. Musselburgh by Isolde Teague, $8.29. December 2019. This is a fingering weight hat that takes 130 to 610 yards, depending on whether you're making the slouchy or fitted version. Isolde's patterns are always impeccably written, and this one's a classic. The texture work is beautiful, and it's one of those patterns you'll come back to again and again. Now, here's the Sophie Scarf by Petite Knit, not to be confused with the Sophie Hood from earlier. This is $5.67, released July of 2022, DK weight, only 101 to 140 yards. This is your ultimate quick knit gift. You could literally finish this in a day. It's simple, elegant, and uses minimal yarn. Perfect for last minute gifts or using up those DK leftovers. If your spoons are low, but you still want that little bit of accomplishment, this is the one. And finally, Pattern 20, Ava Jacket by My Favorite Things, $8.58, November 2025. Quick note, this pattern is available from myfavorithings.com, not as a Ravelry download, so you'll need to purchase it directly from their website. This is a cardigan that uses DK, sport, and fingering held together to create a bulky gauge. 1230 to 1859 yards. The held together technique creates amazing texture and depth. It's a statement piece that's worth the effort. Real talk, not every trending pattern is your pattern. Process knitter, try the Roomy Raglan. Or if you want a guaranteed win, go for a tested classic like the Ranunculus. There's no wrong choice, just different knitting personalities. Know yours. Alright, 20 patterns down, but I promise you a bonus. This is the Mystery Knitting Advent 2025. And if you're interested, I would love to knit this along with you. Let me know down in the comments if you want to do this together. Okay, here's your bonus pattern, and this one's special. Mystery Knitting Advent 2025 by Atelier Castine. It's free. Uses 241 yards of DK weight. Here's the deal. The first clue drops December 4th, then 2 more clues on December 11th and 18th. 3 Thursdays, 3 clues, 1 mystery accessory. I'm actually planning on knitting this in real time, and if you want to knit along with me, grab the pattern now and we'll figure out what we're making together. All right, that is our little tour of the 21 top knitting patterns on Ravelry for December, including the mystery knit along that, if you're interested, we can do together. Let me know. And if something in this list made your brain light up a little, tell me in the comments which one you'll be casting on next. Or if there's a pattern that you just absolutely don't have the energy for, let me know that too. And if all of this still feels like a lot, I've got you. I made another video about the 5 comfort knits that you can make when your brain is feeling a little overwhelmed. Simple, soothing knits you can work on when the decision fatigue kicks in. If you're doom scrolling patterns on your couch and can't decide what to cast on, watch that comfort knits video next. It'll make choosing way easier. Thanks for hanging out with me and taking care of your creativity today. I'll see you over there.